Dear Prudence, greet the brand new day. The sun is up, the sky is blue, it's beautiful, and so are you, dear Prudence. Won't you come out to play? Dear Prudence, open up your eyes. Dear Prudence, see the sunny sky. The wind is low, the birds will sing, and you are part of everything, dear Prudence. Won't you come out to play? Look around, round, round. Look around, round, round. Look around. Dear Prudence, let me see you smile. Dear Prudence, like a little child. The clouds will be a daisy chain, so let me see you smile again, dear Prudence. Won't you let me see you smile? Look around, round, 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 round. Look around, round, 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 round. Look around. Dear Prudence, won't you come out to play? Dear Prudence, meet the brand new day. The sun is up, the sky is blue, it's beautiful, and so are you, dear Prudence. Won't you come out to play? Woohoo! Hey guys! There we go. Hey guys, Bman coming to you from Penny Lane, of course. Got a little feedback there, sorry about that. Welcome to week 3 of our non-theme month. Not only our non-theme month, the last month of the year means that this is week 3. We got one more week left. That'll be the end of this year of 2024. It's gone by so fast. Anyway, the song I'm doing today for you is, well, wait, it's week 3, non-theme month. Must be a song from only the greatest band ever, which of course is the Beatles. We got Ringo, John, Paul, George. Ringo, John, Paul, George. So I picked a song today called Dear Prudence. It came out in 1968. It was on their album called The Beatles. It came out in 68. Originally, white cover, and it had raised letters at the bottom right corner that said The Beatles, and that was it. Later on, after repressing, the raised became just black lettering, and it was The Beatles. And this album became known as the White Album. So on this particular song, you know, it's attributed to Lennon McCartney, but this song was written by John Lennon. And it was written by him and Ricochet during the Beatles trip to India. Now, it was inspired by actress Mia Farrow. So they went to India, and there was a whole lot of friends and family that went with them. You got Mia Farrow, her sister. You got Donovan. You got all sorts of people that are going with them. But this song was inspired by actress Mia Farrow's sister, Prudence Farrow, who became so obsessed about meditating with the Maharishi Mahesh Yogi that she secluded herself from everyone else. So John wrote this song to say, come back out, Prudence. See the brand new day. Come on, spend some time with us. This song was not released as a single, so this would be one of those songs that I would call a Beatle hidden gem. That was not, because, come on, it's the Beatles. They had so many hits, every song couldn't be. And so this one was kind of in the album. It's such a great song. I couldn't resist doing it. So personnel that you have playing on this song, you got John Lennon doing double track lead vocals and backing vocals and playing rhythm guitars. You got Paul McCartney on harmony and backing vocals. He also did drums, bass, guitar, piano, tambourine, and hand claps. You got George Harrison doing harmony and backing vocals, rhythm guitar, lead guitars, tambourine, and hand claps. And if you notice, no Ringo Starr on this particular one. This is one of those periods where the Beatles were feuding a bit, so sometimes this is the time when Ringo was mad, felt like he wasn't being included in the band, so he didn't show up. So they recorded it without him. Of course, with the Beatles, I should mention in this period, a lot of things happened. So it's 68, the Beatles have long since stopped touring. They're focusing just on studio stuff. Now they're in India. Their manager, Brian Epstein, passes away. And so they're crushed about that. They seek out solace with the Maharishi, and he says, it's okay to feel sad about your friend, but also feel happy because he's moved on to another life. And so that's one of the things. One of the other things that happened to the Beatles is without Brian Epstein's guidance, especially behind the scenes, they started taking on that stuff because he kept them insulated from the business. All they had to focus on was the music. He passes away. The Beatles are feeling, we can do this ourselves. This was the beginning of the end because they were mistaken. They couldn't really handle all of the business aspects because they had no training for this. They didn't know about all this stuff. All they knew about was music. And so that began the inner squabbling and that sort of stuff. And it was the beginning of the end. Anyway, while they were in India, they felt relaxed. They produced the White Album. They made so many songs that this is their double album, the White Album. 4 sides, 33 songs. Ton of music. John, Paul, even George wrote a ton of songs. Unfortunately, on the White Album, he only got to put 4 songs on there, which ended up being when they broke up, his solo album, All Things Must Pass, was a triple album because he had so much backed up material that he didn't get to use on the Beatles. Anyway, that's enough of that. So, talked about that. So, the Beatles themselves are, of course, a band from Liverpool, England. The genre that their music falls under, rock, pop, beat, psychedelic, and they say sometimes heavy metal. If you think about Helter Skelter, they're saying is the grandfather of heavy metal. Years active, depends. You go 56 to 70, which would be when Paul first joined John's band, the Quarrymen, or you can go when Ringo joined the band and they started recording, which would be, so that one would be 56 to 70. Ringo joins the band, 62 to 70. Those are the recording years. Awards, 7 Grammy Awards, 4 Brit Awards, 1 Academy Award, and they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1988. Music charts, well, they hold a record for the most #1 albums on the UK albums chart with 15, and the most #1 single hits on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart with 20. And output, well, during their time recording from 62 to 70, they put out 13 UK albums, 17 US albums, 63 singles, and this was all done in an 8-year period. And they are the best-selling act of all time with an estimated sales of somewhere between 600 million and 1 billion records sold. So, if you haven't checked out the Beatles lately, or you're one of those few that never heard of them before, check out the Beatles. And you're like, which one should I look? You can get either their greatest hits, or I would talk about, which is the route I went, Get 62 to 66, which is the Red album, which is their early years and all of their hits. And then you can go 67 to 70, which is the Blue album, which covers them from that point till they were done in 70, which is the later stuff. That's my favorite, because from then, if you listen to those two, you'll realize if you didn't know the Beatles, actually you knew more of their songs than you thought. So I think that's all I got for you for that. So if you enjoyed that song, I'll be kind of nice, giving it a thumbs up. If you enjoyed mine, and what? If it's a Beatles song, an electric, odds are I'm going to be using Rachel the Rickenbacker. And that's who I have. So thank you, Rachel, for helping me out on that one. If you enjoyed mine and Rachel's performance, how about being kind of nice and leaving us a nice comment? Don't forget to check in next week, which is our last week of December 2024. Check out Plots on Wednesday at 1 p.m. in the pit, where he drops his final song for 2024. And if you're feeling kind of nice, how about following up and checking my last selection for this month on next Saturday, where I drop my final song for 2024 here from Penny Lane at noon. I think that's all I got. So I guess I can say this one or two more times. Happy holidays, seasons greetings. For those that celebrate Christmas, it's coming up in a few days. Merry Christmas for everybody else, whether it's Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, or one of the other holidays that go on during this year. Happy holidays for you. That's all I got. So peace out, live long, and prosper.